Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of our podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something important if you're learning English: writing. Writing in English doesn't have to be difficult, especially if you start with simple tips. In today's episode, I'm going to share some easy steps to help you improve your English writing. So let's dive right into Write Like a Pro: Simple English Writing for Beginners. Writing is one of the most important skills when learning a new language. It helps you express your ideas clearly, and it can also improve your speaking and reading skills. But where do you start? First, it's important to keep it simple. You don't need to use big words or long sentences to be a good writer. Short and clear sentences are easy to understand, and they are a great way to begin writing in English. Tip 1. Start with basic sentences. Write short sentences. For example, "I like to read books" is a simple and clear sentence. As a beginner, don't worry about complicated grammar or fancy words. Start with what you know and slowly add more details. Tip 2. Write about everyday life. One of the easiest topics to write about is your daily life. You can write about your routine, your family, or your hobbies. This is a great way to practice because you already know the words that describe your everyday activities. For example, write something like this: "Today, I went to the park with my dog. We played and had fun. The weather was nice." Tip 3. Practice describing things. Descriptions help bring writing to life. Start by describing simple things like your house, your favorite food, or your best friend. You don't have to use complicated words. Just say what you see or feel. For example, "My house is small, but it is cozy. The walls are blue, and I have a big sofa in the living room." Tip 4. Use connectors. Connectors are words like and, but, and because. These words help you link your sentences together and make your writing flow better. For example, "I love pizza, but I don't like mushrooms." Or, "I went to the store because I needed milk." Tip 5. Keep a journal. Writing every day will help you improve. One easy way to do this is to keep a journal. Write about what happened during your day. It doesn't have to be long. Even a few sentences each day will help you get better. For example, "Today, I learned a new word. The word is happy. I feel happy when I learn new things." With these simple tips, you can start writing better and feel more confident. Remember, writing in English is a skill, and like any skill, you get better the more you practice. Now, let's look at 5 key words we talked about today and how you can use them in your writing. Simple meaning: easy to understand, not complicated. Example: "I like to keep my sentences simple when I write." Describe meaning: to explain what something is like. Example: "I can describe my house in 3 words: small, cozy, and clean." Sentence meaning: a group of words that expresses a complete idea. Example: "This sentence is short and easy to read." Connectors meaning: words that link sentences together, like and, but, or because. Example: "I like tea, but I don't like coffee." Journal meaning: a book where you write about your daily life or thoughts. Example: "I write in my journal every night before bed." Now, let's use those words to create a short story about everyday life. Story: a day in the park. Today was a simple day. I woke up early and decided to go to the park. I took my dog with me because he loves to play outside. The weather was warm and sunny. When we arrived at the park, I sat on a bench and started to describe the things I saw. The grass was green and the flowers were bright. My dog ran around happily. I like to write short sentences about what I do every day. Writing helps me practice my English. I always use connectors like and because to make my sentences longer. For example, I brought water and snacks to the park because I knew I would be there for a while. Later, I went home and wrote about my day in my journal. My journal helps me remember the simple things that make me happy, like spending time in the park with my dog. I try to write in it every day. That's the story of my simple day. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed learning about some simple ways to improve your English writing. Remember, writing is like any other skill. It takes practice. So keep your sentences simple, write about your daily life, and don't forget to use those connectors to link your ideas. If you found today's episode helpful, be sure to tune in to our next one where we'll talk about more ways to improve your English. Until then, keep practicing and writing every day. See you in the next episode.